Hello everyone, and our next subtopic is degree of freedom. So, what is degree of freedom? How we calculate degree of freedom? This is an important topic. Without degree of freedom, you can't write Lagrangian. So, for any system, firstly you have to calculate degree of freedom. So, degree of freedom is basically number of independent motion possible. Number of independent motions possible are your degree of freedom. As constant increases, or you can say number of constant increases, degree of freedom decreases. जितना ज़्यादा आपका मोशन constant होगा, so that the system will have lesser degree of freedom. Okay, and the general formula for this is 3n minus k, where k is your number of equation of constants. Equation of constants we have discussed in last class, and in the coming examples also we will discuss them. And n is your number of independent mass or bodies, you can say. So there is no specific method you can find in any book. There is no specific method to calculate degree of freedom, but here is a one best strategy here that if you will see example, then you will understand. See first example for degree of freedom. Let's suppose this is your system x, y, z, and here are two particles, m1 mass, m2 mass. Okay, so for this system you want to calculate degree of freedom, and for calculating degree of freedom, firstly you have to write equation of constant. This is your basic step. Every time for degree of freedom you have to write equation of constraint. m1 and m2 move only in yz plane. Then write equation of constraint and tell degree of freedom. This is your question. This m1 mass, m2 mass. So always these are your golden points. You can write it separately, that always treat every mass as free particle and write its coordinates. Like suppose treat m1 as a free particle. If m1 was a free particle, then the coordinate was x, y, z. And here also similar. To make them different, we do it x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Okay, now one by one condition impose. m1 can move only in yz plane. If m1 can move only in yz plane, then x1 component will always 0. So write this separately. x1 is your always 0. From here you infer that m2 also can move in yz plane. If m2 particle can move in yz, then x2 will also 0. So x2 will also be 0. These are your equation of constraint. And how many particles you have? 3 minus 2 minus 2 equation of constraints is equal to 4. So 4 is the degree of freedom for this system. Always write different coordinates for all masses, and then one by one impose the condition on your system. Okay, see one more example, so everything will be okay. Like in this example only, a little change. Two masses m1 and m2, they are connected through a massless string of length L. Okay, so same question. m1 and m2 can move on yz plane, same statement, and equation of constraint and degree of freedom. right? So your first step was write if they were free. So x1, y1, z1. Separately you have to write x2, y2, z2. Okay, then if they can move in yz plane, similarly same both two last conditions, x2 0. And one more is here, they are attached through a massless string. So means y2 minus y1 का square plus z2 minus z1 का square is equal to L. So here are three equation of constraint, and 3 into 2 minus 3 is your 3 degree of freedom for this system. Nothing to do, only and only write the coordinates and impose the condition what it is saying. See one more example. This is your system, and here are two curves. It may be curve equation may be given or not given. So there are two curves. If there are curves, then there will be some equation related to this curve. Whenever you draw some curve, that is on the basis of some equation, some function. So here is origin. Two particles are allowed to move only on these curves. Particle allowed to move on curve, and distance between them is fixed. Okay, so these particles and the distance between them is fixed. So how you will write this thing? The particle is moved to allow only these curves, and curves are in only xy plane. So firstly you will do same step, write coordinates x1, y1, z1 here, x2, y2, z2 here. Okay, and particles are only moved to on these curves, so the particle can always move in xy plane. It can never go in z direction. So for both the particles, z1 will be 0 as well as z2 will be 0. This is fixed thing. And one more thing is here, that the distance between them is also fixed. Means again x2 minus x1 का square plus y2 minus y1 का square will be a will be anything. And one more thing it is said that they are moving on these curves. These curves are drawn here, they are moving on these curves. So here will be some relation between x and y, some dependency, then only the function we can draw like that. So there will be y1 will be some function of x1 and y2 will be some function of x2. So here are your 5 equation of constraints. So 3 into 2 minus 5 is your 1. 1 degree of freedom came. Right? So degree of freedom is only and only writing all the condition wisely. आपको ध्यान से सिर्फ conditions लिखनी है. जो भी condition उसने बोला है, सिस्टम को समझते हुए उसकी conditions अप्लाई करनी आनी चाहिए. Right? See one more example I give you. Suppose on a table m1 mass is here, m2 mass is here. The statement given you can write m1 mass will move on surface of table. And m2 mass hang vertically, can go up and down. Tell degree of freedom. So for degree of freedom, what you have to write first? Equation of constraint. And how you will get equation of constraint? Firstly, let your origin is here. Always fix your origin first. Then write the coordinate if they were free. x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. And if m1 will move on the surface of the table only, say this is x and y, this is your z direction up and down. So m1 can never go in z direction. So z1 component will always 0. And m2 can only move up and down. So it can never go in x and y. So x2 will be 0 as well as y2 will be 0. Okay. And they are connected through a massless string of any length, any finite length. So that means their length is fixed. So by distance formula, you can write that this plus this is your will always remain same. So from origin you can write here the coordinate will be x1, y1 and this will be 0. So applying the distance formula, what you will get? I am writing here only x1 square plus y1 square. Okay. This minus this minus this. And from here also this length. यहाँ पे x2, y2 0. Here x2, y2 0. z2 is only here. So 0 minus z2 का whole square again z2 under root plus z2 is equal to sum, say L. This is also your equation of constraint. So 1 and 3 here. 4 equation of constants are here. So 3 into 2 minus 4 is your 2 degree of freedom for this system. 2 degree of freedom are here. One and the last example for this also you can see. Here is one mass m1 and one bob is connected m2. m1 can move only in y direction. m2 can move only in xy plane. So treating fixed origin is here your x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Okay. And m1 can move only in y direction. So means x1 will be 0, z1 will be 0. m2 can move in xy plane. Means z2 will also be 0. And they are connected through a massless string. So that you can do x1 minus x2, x2 minus x1 का square plus y2 minus y1 का square plus z2 minus z1 का square is equal to L. जो 0 है वो 0 पुट कर दो. तो it will become x2 का square plus y2 का square z1 का square is equal to L. Okay. So there are also 4 equation of constants here. 3 into 2 minus 4 is your 2 degree of freedom. So this is the generalized way which I personally use to find the degree of freedom. Always write first equation of constant, then treating them as a free particle, going to impose one by one all the conditions. Okay, so this was about degree of freedom, and in further questions also Lagrangian we will discuss degree of freedom. If you really like it, then please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much everyone.